To completely ruin the reputation of the scoundrel and the scheming woman, the girl grabbed a bow at random. Then she jumped into the air and drew an arrow, aiming it at the scoundrel's carriage. That was how the scheming woman was scared out of the carriage. The scandal of their affair instantly became the talk of the whole city. Unbeknownst to them, even being trapped in the carriage was the girl's doing. Originally, the girl was the scoundrel's fiancé, but she had already found him unreliable, so that day, she secretly hid under his carriage to eavesdrop. She overheard shocking news. The scoundrel was not only having an affair with the daughter of the Chintian family in the carriage, but also discussing how to secretly kill the woman and marry the scheming woman. Furious, the girl decided to teach them a lesson. She secretly took their clothes and threw them onto a distant tree, then silently led the horse away. Next, she went to the busy market and started rapping. When she pretended to be a servant of the fourth prince, the real fourth prince stood before her, watching silently. However, seeing her so cute, he didn't expose her but wanted to see what bad things she was planning by pretending to be his servant. The maid was a bit scared that the fake identity would be discovered. As a result, the girl passed by the angry fourth prince. Soon, a group of enthusiastic citizens rushed over for the reward, directly taking the scoundrel's carriage and leaving. The scoundrel and the scheming woman inside were too scared to breathe. A moment later, they found that their clothes were gone. At that moment, the crowd had already taken the carriage to the palace gate, waiting for the scoundrel to pay the reward. However, the scoundrel claimed he wasn't the fourth prince and dared not get off the carriage. Seeing that they had worked hard without getting paid, the crowd got angry and refused to leave the carriage. Worse yet, the scoundrel's father, the chief minister, came over. The chief minister pulled back the curtain and saw that the naked person inside was his son. Everyone laughed at the sight. The chief minister angrily asked who was inside. Realizing he couldn't hide any longer, the scoundrel said that the woman he was having an affair with was his fiancée. This instantly made the girl furious. When the fourth prince saw her reaction, he guessed why the girl had targeted the scoundrel. But now, he wanted to see how the girl would handle the situation. If she just stepped forward to explain, it would confirm that she was faking being a prince. If she didn't step forward, her reputation would be ruined. While the maid was torn, the girl saw the bow and arrows on the fourth prince's guards. The girl shot an arrow directly into the carriage, scaring the scheming woman out of it. Everyone realized that the person involved in the affair was actually the daughter of the Chintian family. The disgraced chief minister immediately wanted to kill the scoundrel, but his subordinate stopped him. Then he saw the arrow. Shooting an arrow at the palace gate was a capital crime. The chief minister immediately ordered an investigation into the person who shot the arrow. The guards immediately noticed the girl and her companion looked suspicious. However, just as they were about to stop them, the fourth prince blocked the guards. The girl didn't understand why the matter was dropped so quickly, but since he had saved her, she gave the man a valuable hairpin as a reward and then ran away. The guard didn't understand why the fourth prince, who had rejected countless noblewomen, was so happy because of the girl. He didn't expect that after returning to the palace, the fourth prince immediately asked the emperor to marry the girl. The emperor agreed right away. However, the eunuch reminded the emperor that the girl had already been engaged to the chief minister's son. But for his son's happiness, the emperor immediately ordered the girl and the scoundrel to break off the engagement. Since the emperor didn't know about the scoundrel's scandal at the time, he also gave a large amount of gold and silver and promoted the scoundrel to a higher position to compensate. The eunuch said this was a thank you from the fourth prince's wife.